We are now in the Gare du Palais, which is an old train station, where the restaurant Le Charbon is since 1999. It's a steakhouse, and I'm gonna tell you the entire story of Le Charbon, because you know that here the building is probably one of the most beautiful buildings of the city. It's very old. It was built in 1915 by Mr. Prindle. And at the beginning here, the train station was between Quebec and Saguenay-Lac-Saint-Jean. Things have changed. And to tell you more about the actual concept of the Charbon, and maybe about the ghost that is here in the building, I'm meeting, not a ghost, but Mr. Jean-François Hood, who's the chef, associate chef of the
chef
restaurant.
Partner.
Yeah, chef partner. Monsieur Hood, tell me about this building. Why did you decide to open the Charbon Steakhouse here?
First of all, probably because of the size of the room, the actual spectacular ceiling just behind us.
That is very high.
And the fact that we needed a fair amount of seats, so we needed a big space to have a comfortable room.
There's something very prestigious about this building. Was that something you wanted as well?
Yeah, well, there's a lot of history.
Yeah.
There's a lot of, I'd say, the history, the decor, the ambiance of the building, the vintage aspect of it, gives it a soul, right? And so we elaborated a concept we wanted to offer to the people of Quebec, high-end steakhouse.
Yeah.
With high-end steaks from, our steaks are all from Western Canada, and that's it. That's all it started.
In my opinion, I think that a steakhouse is related to the United States. It's very American. How did you make the concept more Quebecer? How did you Quebecize the concept? I don't know if we can say that.
Well, actually, it's true. It's American. It's from it is from a bit from the United States.
It's totally part of their culture.
Yeah. It is, but we're meat eaters too, and we love nice juicy meat like anyone else, especially with the climate we have here.
Of course.
And but a few things like we offer at the beginning. We decided to offer like the starch and the vegetables in the place and stuff, so that people didn't have to, because it bugged people from here to pay for extra potatoes, extra vegetables and stuff, it's extra sauce and stuff. So
which is normally the American concept.
Yeah. We have table d'hôte, which is a prefixed dinner, so that includes an appetizer, the steak, and a dessert. So that's people like the packages.
Tell me more about the meat that you serve here, because it was the main idea.
Yep.
It was to provide your customers with an extraordinary quality.
Yeah, we wanted to offer the best Canadian meat available on the market, so we're in a sterling silver quality program. Sterling silver is the high-end steaks meat of Western Canada.
And I think you were the first to offer that product.
Yep. Yeah. And we actually have an exclusivity of that meat. So, the meat comes from Western Canada. It's aged on the premises, and it's hand cut by our butchers downstairs.
How do you age a meat?
Well, we let it sit. that's what we do.
But I'm sure there's a special technique to it.
There's two ways of aging the meat. There's the wet age and the dry age.
Okay.
We offer both, but the difference between the two is mostly the taste. The dry aging meat is actually you lose like 25% of the water in the meat, so it's a more maybe a bit drier meat, but
yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
But the taste
Isn't
is very
it dry?
No, it's not that dry, because the fattiness, there's enough fat in the meat that it's still juicy, but the taste is really there. That's the big difference between wet age. It's not actually the tenderness that's a difference but it's more the taste.
How did you become such a meat specialist? Did you try a lot of meat?
Yeah, well, we did a lot of research first.
Where did you travel?
Yeah, we traveled, like New York and like big markets in the United States to see what they offered and how the cooking techniques too. We tried to get the more information that we could.
Yeah.
And then we did what we did. Like there was a lot of try error and stuff.
Of course.
Actually, the experience now, we've been open like for.
Are you still researching?
Yeah, all the time.
Yes.
All the time.
It never stops.
Never stops. If you stop, you die.
Please don't.
No, but I mean, the business-wise, I mean, it's always
Exactly.
to find the best. Always research the best product. Try. It's not because we've done good things, but we can always do better.
Yeah.
And like we've got right now we try this we cook on Himalayan salt. Pink
Yeah,
salt
we're going to talk about that later on.
for the seafood. That's
Very
a thing that
interesting,
increased the offer too.
Tell me about you, because you're a chef.
Mm-hmm.
How did you start?
Born and raised here. At one point, just started to work in a restaurant when I was a student and in high school, and then really loved it and made it a career. Been here since 1989.
So you really started the concept of the Charbon Steakhouse.
Yep.
What is the main concept? Let's say the main experience of the restaurant.
I think it's a global experience. It's the food, it's the service, it's the
atmosphere, a
the
lot.
atmosphere, the quality of the food, and the fact that and the wines too.
Yes.
We've got a really nice wine program to go with the meats and stuff. So. That's
What about
mostly
the clients here? Are they travelers? Because we are in a train station.
Yeah, but mostly locals.
Really?
I'd say, yeah, mostly locals. We've got tourists too, but
Yeah.
mostly business tourism. Kind of like if there's a convention down in town, we'll probably have a lot of those people coming to the restaurant at least for one night.
Yeah, and a lot of business
And
people
some
here.
repeating and
Even
coming
local
back.
business
Yeah,
people.
a lot of them.
Families.
Yeah.
Because in my opinion, a steakhouse is a family place.
We even give the kids menus free here for some items, so that's why with parents they come with children and they eat free. So
I heard about a ghost here in the building.
mostly the staff sometimes when we look for things and say, well, it's probably the ghost that took it.
Is it a big legend?
No, it's not. It's a joke between I'd say more of the staff,
But I think you should create something
Yeah,
around that.
maybe.
Probably, yeah, related to the quality
There
of the
might be
meat.
a
We never
ghost,
know.
too.
There might be.
We never know.
Well, you're not. Monsieur Hood, thank you very much for this interview. And in the next block, we're going to discover, finally, the menu and the food.
Thanks.